Hello, dear fans, friends, subscribers. Welcome back to the Cricket Happening Show. This on a Saturday with the news that England have come back in the first test match. In fact, they come from behind to sting the Pakistan team. They take a 1-0 lead in the series, and what a win! A 3-wicket win at the definitely was the all-rounder Chris Wokes. What an innings he played. 84 not out to take England to victory, but also thanks to a huge credit to Josh Butler's innings when the England innings were in the dumps at 117 for 5, chasing 277 set by Pakistan. One thought it's going to be a very stiff ask, but Chris Wokes dug in along with Butler, who played his natural attacking game with all the flair that he has. And finally, it's all over. England have won the first term. In fact, I would say they have come back from behind, mostly becoming like a weekly cricket show. So I'm going to go through the test match. So let's begin with and Pakistan were the ones who batted first. Now, Shan Masood, as you would remember, was the bunny rabbit of James Anderson. Anderson has dismissed him 6 times, but one has to say, one has to really give tremendous credit to Shan Masood's innings. What was good about it was that he knew where his off stump was, and he played. They tempted him outside the off stump, but as we call the corridor, but he was not tempted at all. He showed good technique, good judgment in leaving the balls outside the off stump, and then also played some nice strokes as well. And what an innings he played. He made 156 with 18 fours and 2 sixes. The other contributor being Babar Azam. As you know, Babar Azam is one of those, to me, is one of those attractive players in cricket today, and one who definitely, I wouldn't say that, probably footsteps of Zahir Abbas, who was a fantastic stroke maker. And Babar Azam, I could see that in this bloke, Babar Azam. And Babar Azam contributed a very, very attack 11 boundaries. And Shadab Khan pinched in 45. As you know, Shadab Khan has the batting ability, and he showed that with 45, 3 boundaries, which really, it was a tough situation for England at one stage when they were 176 for 5, and England were really, really getting on into the game. But good partnership between Shadab Khan and Shan Masood tilted the scales, and finally Pakistan scored 326 in their first day. The bowling, if you look at it, 3 wickets for Brown, 326. Found the going very tough against the Pakistani pace ball, especially one would always talk about that wicket, which you can see on the video, where Ben Stokes was defeated by an absolute pearler from Mohammad Abbas, as Ben Stokes was standing outside the crease to negate Mohammad Abbas' swing. But Mohammad Abbas was very smart. He forced Ben Stokes to advance down the wicket, and in the process, the ball eluded it, and it went on to hit the top of the off stump with Ben Stokes, bowled by Mohammad Abbas. That was the centerpiece as far as that particular innings of England. But England definitely struggled. Rory Burns was out for 4, Sibley 8, Joe Root was out for 14, Pope 60. Pope showed some. He's another one. Absolutely, his batting is tailored on Ian Bell, no doubt about it. But what an innings Pope played. Useful 38 with 5 boundaries. Other than that, Dom Bess, as he has already, Dom Bess was out for 1, but Broad was not out on 29 with 4 fours and 1 6, and 219 was the reply that England gave, and Pakistan would have been very, very happy with that lead that they took. They took a lead of 107 runs in the first innings. If you look at the bowling figures there, Train Shah Afridi won 2 wickets for Mohammad Abbas, who probably, I always have felt, as I told you in my preview as well, that for me, the Mohammad Abbas is looking the real threat. Because I think he swings the ball both ways, and he could be he's someone given cloudy conditions, Mohammad Abbas could wreak havoc, according to me. Naseem Shah won, but Pakistan took the step of going in with two leg spinners. One wonders whether that was the right decision, but in the end, in the first innings, definitely I would have felt so, with Yasir Shah picking up 4 for 66 and Sharaf Khan picking up 2 for 13. Pakistan in their second leg disappointed. I mean, as Pakistan were bowled out for 169 by the English bowlers. And if you look at it, Masood collected a duck, Abid Ali 20, Azhar Ali 18, Babar Azam 5. The highest contributor was Yasir Shah today in the morning when he blasted few fours, and what a stupendous six he hit off the ball. He stunned Broad into silence with a beautiful move over the mid-wicket region for a six. And Yasir Shah is someone who bats a lot of determination. He has a lot of pluck in him, and he showed that. He made 33 of 37, 5 fours and 1 6, 27 from. And England and Pakistan went out at Manchester and Old Trafford, with the match getting over on the fourth day itself. Now, Rory Burns and Dom Sibley marched out to open the innings, but at the first wicket go, got a ball which got nipped back into the pads. Burns decided to review it, and up came the umpire's decision. One thought probably it was high, but the umpire's decision was that it was. But definitely there were some words exchanged when Burns was walking, because I think the Pakistani, he saw the Pakistani, players actually celebrating, which is a norm, as we all know, in cricket. But Rory Burns probably was a bit annoyed. And while going, after looking at the way the Pakistanis were celebrating, he actually put it to his lips to say, Sibley and Joe Root were doing a very, very good job. They recovered pretty quickly. And from 22 for 1, the score went on to 86. And that was the time another wicket came Pakistan's way. And let me tell you, what one was seeing is that, and this was not a very good shot from Dom Sibley, I'm afraid. Dom went for a wild drive, and especially, as you know, the ball was kicking out of the rough, and that's what precisely happened. Yasir Shah got one to kick out of the rough, and that was the price one had to pay for doing it. And as Dom Sibley was gone, caught Asad Shafiq bowled Yasir Shah 36 with 4 boundaries. England scored 86 for 2. Joe Root was joined in by Ben Stokes at that stage, and not much runs was added. With only an addition of just 10 runs, Joe Root had to march to the pavilion. Now, this was something Root would have been cursed himself, because this was it was bowled on the channel of the off stump, and there was Naseem. It was I think trying to push at that delivery, and it took the resultant edge, and Babar Azam took the catch well. As Root was walking, caught Babar Azam bowl Naseem Shah for 42, and suddenly England innings were looking a bit of a bother. Score read 96 for 3, and 2 new batsmen at the crease, Ben Stokes and Pope. Now, Ben Stokes definitely, he would have had nightmares about that delivery from Mohammad Abbas. He was there along with all, which is a rich wicket for any bowler, and that's what this was a googly. Now, one thing that you should know, and the ball actually, just got a bit of bounce. It kicked up, and on the way, it actually hit the glove of Ben Stokes, and Mohammad Rizwan caught it well, and Stokes was walking back to the pavilion, caught Mohammad Rizwan, bowled Yasir Shah, 9 with 2 boundaries. So he was gone, and with he being a goner at 106 for 4, pressure was building a batting lineup as Josh Butler joined Ollie Pope. Ollie Pope was there, but Ollie Pope, what a delivery from Shaheen Shah, free fast bowler. The ball really rose to a curtain length from the good length spot, and Pope, all that he could do was fend at it. It went and hit the top handle of the ball, ballooned into the air, and Gully was into business. It was Sharaf Khan who picked up the catch. Pope was really a brute of a ball coming from the tall left armer Shaheen Shah free, and Pope was walking, caught Sharaf Khan, bowled Shaheen Shah free, the 7, and that was a corner. And this time, England were, I would say, in dire, because chasing 277, the score at 117 for 5, and it looked a very, very, very tough thing for the Englishman. Butler was at the crease, He was joined in by the other all-rounder Chris Wokes. Wokes and Butler really came to the rescue of England. They put their survived a few overs. The ball was fairly old at that point of time. And I have to say credit to Butler and Wokes for doing it because, as I said, this was the fourth day's pitch was a very pitch. The ball was turning. It was turning something at right angles. One could say, but so definitely credit goes to Butler. Butler played his normal game, and Chris Wokes, as you know, he has always been undervalued as an all-rounder, according to me. And today he showed us why. What an innings from Chris Wokes! I mean, from 117 for 5, England probably many would have not given England a chance. But Chris Wokes showed his batting abilities to the full today as this partnership went on and on. Shah picked up the wicket. Butler was LBW for 75 with 7 fours and 1 6. Stuart Broad came and he was also LBW to Yasir Shah for 7. And then the Pakistan, which was rightly so, there was a lot of guys. And with Chris Wokes and Dom Best at the crease, one was thinking whether what was going to happen. But Dom Best just played away the balls, kept the 4 balls at bay. And Chris Wokes was the one who got the winning hit. Not a stroke, but it didn't matter in the end. As Wokes just tried to push at it, the ball went wide of the third slip, and it went Wokes and Dom Best. As Chris Wokes had done it for England, and England had won the match. They had come from behind and beaten Pakistan to take a 1-0 lead in the series, winning the match with 3 wickets inside. Pakistan would have been definitely hurt by it. I thought Pakistan had everything going for them. It was a 4-day pitch. The ball was turning. They had 2 leggers in their armory, Shadab Khan and Yasir Shah. And that was the precise reason I said it was justified in the first inning. Yasir Shah did his job pretty good, 4 for 99. But I thought that Shadab Khan did not get his line right. He got a bit of a smack. 8 overs, none for the figures. Yasir Shah, 30 overs, 2 minutes, 99 and 4 wickets. Had a very good test, I would say. Naseem Shah, 13 overs, 4 minutes, 145. 16 overs for Pakistan. Definitely lost the plot there. At 117 for 5, they should have also full credit to audit tonight as to what went wrong. But definitely after taking the lead, losing a test match is something which really can hurt you. Nevertheless, England have got their motivation going here, and they have won the first test match. So that's a good start for England in the 3-match series. Good thing for Shan Masood. Shan Masood coming up trumps against the English bowling, which was pretty good. And also I have some news for you, Dan. India would be hosting the 2000. And another thing is that Shakib Al Hasan of Bangladesh was banned. So that is going to be pretty interesting. And I'm also looking at so many other cricket news that I could share with you, dear fans. Please bear with me here. And let's see whether there's any cricket news. So let's see whether there's any other cricket news. I already told you about the 2021 World Cup. We already spoken about that. And now we are looking at some other cricket news that could make headlines or probably making headlines. So let's wait and see what do we have here for you today as cricket news is concerned. Well, dear fans, I think this Pakistan English on Thursday at Southampton. It seems to be some time before I could really talk about cricket news is concerned. So let me see whether Chris Wokes without a shadow of doubt. And as you know, on T20 series, a different situation. That's another news that I could talk about. Dear fans,